Okay, just giving an update on the Canadian dollar trade now that I've transitioned out of trading the March contract to the June contract. This was that news-related run we had when we were still trading in the March contract, and I was getting ready to sell this upper rotation. The market did have a pretty nice rally, and we eventually did get sell response, and I was selling the Canadian dollar in the new June contract into the first sign of sell response. We were showing local divergence at the time, and I was showing, even though the March contract was concluding and we were getting covering those that primarily had been short this market, closing out any remaining short inventory they were holding, there were still sellers selling into the new contract with these rallies. Canadian dollar had a pretty nice sell-off, was able to hit some targets. The market had a very nice move, very quick move, traded just slightly above the previous high, and we did get pretty significant seller response again, which I did sell again, and I'm still currently holding positions now with the cost basis up in this 99.30s area in the June contract. All lower positions I was retaining before have been neutralized and covered as the market offered me a nice sell-off move where I was able to pull out inventory from lower pricing levels that I had rolled over from the March contract that I was carrying then in the June contract. So right now I will not sell the Canadian dollar again until we literally come back up and make new highs on this instrument. But this is still getting sold. I am showing evidence still that larger liquidity players are still selling the Canadian dollar during rallies, and this area price, I'm still showing evidence of those selling this instrument, accumulating short positions. The next kind of level I'm looking at, I'm still paying attention to this 96.80 area. I want to make sure with any selling that comes down and breaks this area that I will then still have at least 1/3 of my overall position to take advantage of any downside trade that could take place after breaking through this area that I've been working now for a multi-week period of time. So I still like this trade very much. I'm still a seller of it, but again, I will not add any new liquidity to this trade until we trade up into this 99.30s area or higher. And then at that point, when I see new sell response, would I be willing to join the market and add liquidity? So that's where we're sitting. The March contract, I'm no longer trading. I'm have all my positions, conducting all my trading in the June contract. And so far, we'll have to see what the U.S. dollar does, and we'll have to see what oil does. For instance, commodities, oil does affect, obviously, Canadian dollar. Also, since Canada, a large part of their economy is oil-based, or that does seem to have a very, a big influence on what's happening with the Canadian dollar. Pay attention to that. But so far, I like what I see in the delta volume distribution, and I'm not seeing anything yet that's dissuading me from continuing to be a seller of the Canadian dollar. So just want to give you an update, and maybe in about another 5-6 trading days, we'll see where we're at. The big key, though, once we break the 96.80 level, I want to have 2/3 of my position covered, and I just want to hold my last third of my position and then let that ride for any additional downside trade we may get going forward. So that's what we've got, and I'll give you another update maybe by the end of this week going into next week. Thanks.